Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to DAZ Reacts, and today I have a John Richardson reaction video for you. And in this one, he talks about OCDs and relationships. And I'm a fan of John Richardson. I've seen him quite a lot on 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, and I think he is funny. That he gets the piss taken out of him a lot, like Jimmy Carr, and even like when Sean Locke and everything was on there, and even what's the other guy's name? John, not John. That's John Richardson. Now I'm thinking about. It's I can't remember his name now. It's hilarious. That Joe Wilkinson. I've got it. Sorry. It would have bugged the crap out of me until I learned. I would have gone on my phone halfway through to find out what his name was. So yeah, Joe Wilkinson like lays into him a lot. But I really do like John Richardson. But I haven't really seen much of his stand-up comedy. It's the same for like because I've done earlier today. I've done a Sean Locke video as well, and it's the same for him. I've seen a lot of him on 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, and not much of his stand-up comedy, and I enjoyed it. I'd done that earlier with a wheat intolerance, and like for John Richardson, a lot of what he talks about on 8 out of 10 Cats is to do with his OCDs and his relationships and things like that. So I've got not got a feeling of what he's going to say here. I really don't know, but I got the gist of it based on what I've seen of him on 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. But I'm also rambling on, which I have a tendency to do. So I'm going to stop that and just get straight into this. Guys, I hope you enjoy it. If you like John Richardson and there's any others that you want me to react to, let me know in the comments down below and I will get round to doing it. But until then, let's get into this.
I say, where are your keys? And you go, oh, the keys, they're where I put them. You are a putter. And to sum up, you're a good human being. You work hard, you try hard, you're probably quite successful. The other group, the leavers, or shithead devils, to give them their full title. If you say to them, where are your keys? They'll go, wherever I left them. And you will die in an accident. I mean, that's just a fact. You have to know where things are. That is a fact. And here's the problem in relationships. You tend to find you get a putter with a lever, right? Because you can never have two putters together because they will kill each other. Over which way the beans should face in the cupboard. They go westwards. Oh, do they? In your face! Of course, you can never have two levers together because they will die of dysentery. So, what you tend to find is you get a putter with a lever, and what happens is the most annoying thing about levers is that they're more fun to be around. They're happier people because they go around dropping things and knocking stuff over, and the putter goes around, oh, that goes there and that goes tiny. I'm valid in the relationship. Levers drop things because they're enjoying life. They don't. Who cares where my keys are? Tinfoil's shiny.
Do you know what? Honestly, it is true though that for what he says, like for every relationship, there is a putter and a lever. My wife is one of these that if she puts things away in the cupboards, that it's not what direction they're pointing, but it has to be that you can see the label. Like if you put beans away, if you put spaghetti away, tins of soup or whatever, it has to be that you turn the tins so you can see the labels. And there's so many quirky things that she does that when we first got together, I was sitting there, this bitch is crazy. What the hell? Even down to like, you open a tin of beans to like make the beans, and then like you open them and you pour them into the saucepan. Like with me, she'll get the spoon and she'll like get them all out and make sure every single bean has gone into the saucepan. Whereas with me, like I'll open the tin and then I'll do that and then I'll bang the tin on the side, and then if there's 5 or 6 beans left in there, I'm like, who gives a crap, and throw them in the bin. And she's like, you can't do that. Like for one, you're wasting food, which like is 6 beans. 2, she can't leave like single things in there. But yeah, she has got her own OCDs. But I personally do believe that everyone on this planet has OCD to a certain extent. Everyone has an obsessive compulsive disorder to any certain extent. Some of it may be minor, some of it may be major. And there's a lot of people out there that will deny it. My OCD is, I've got a couple. So for me is I can't stand wet sides in the kitchen. That if I go in the kitchen, like especially if someone's washed up and like the sides are wet, like for me, I can't stand it. That's my thing where I think, no, you can't do that. You can't leave it like that. And another thing is when I leave the house, it's always like, I'll leave the house, I'll lock the door, I'll pull the handle, I'll know that I've locked the door, and I'll walk away, and then straight I was like, did I lock the door? So that's like that. And then I'll go back and check it once and then walk away. I'm not one of these that check it like 5 or 6 times. It's just the once and then I'll walk away. And it's not all the time, it's just now and then. But they're my OCDs. But I personally do believe that everyone on this planet has an OCD to some extent. That whether little or large, everyone's got one.
Not a good mixture in a relationship to have a mixture of, let's make a collage, let's make a list. And I make lists for a very simple reason. I like to control my life, right? And my view on happiness is kind of like that. Happiness, it goes up and it's down, it's wavy, and the happier you are, the sadder you'll be. It always evens out. And if you're impulsive, you will have days where everything's perfect and it's an amazing day, but you'll have days where everything goes bad, and you'll fluctuate a lot like that. You see, I can't handle that, so I keep my wave fairly shallow. Like, oh, that was a nice Kit Kat. Oh, bloody hell. And if I try to be impulsive, I don't know how it's done, and I just ruin days. Like the last girlfriend I went out with, we were chatting. It was the first time we'd spoken, and she said, "Oh, this is nice. Let's go out on a date. What would you like to do?" And I thought, don't be honest about what you'd like to do, because it's probably weird. Say something sexy and impulsive, right? I said something so impulsive, even I didn't really know I was going to say it until after it had happened. Right? She said, "Oh, this has been nice. What would you like to do?" And I went, "Oh, let's go ice skating." Which is easily the shittest sentence I have ever said. I mean, the phrase, "would you like to go ice skating," is on a par with, "would you like a fire bath?" It's just an experience and a range of temperatures your body does not need to go through, right? If you go ice skating, you will fall and you will hurt yourself, and it's your fault. Right? Ice has evolved, it's got slippery for a reason. It doesn't want us on its back. I don't mind falling over. I fall over in life. I like a drink. And you trip and you put your hands out and you try and minimise the damage, don't you? That doesn't work on ice. On ice, you splay out and you slide for another 50 yards, surrounded by out-of-control teenagers with razor blades on their shoes.
And that hurts. That hurts, honestly. I fell over on the ice, and that is painful as hell. But I like John Richardson. I said it in my last one when I reacted to Trevor Noah. I said I like a comedian that can get me thinking about things that I do or things that I've done, past or present, whatever. And obviously, for John Richardson, what he talks about with relationships and OCDs, like I said, everyone's got OCDs to a certain extent, and that, like, yeah, he's just someone that I like the way it gets me thinking. And I'm starting to think now that if the missus watches this and she's like, "You're telling everybody what I'm like." But yeah, there was a few that, like, when I first met my wife, that there was a few things that I had to get used to, which is like obsessive compulsions, and there's a couple of mine that she had to get used to, but I am more of the impulsive type. That I'm not. My wife is very much like that, where, like, for what you were saying, like with the balance, like the good days and the bad days, and like you balance it out. Whereas with me, that I have this tendency to, like, I have a very good way of blocking things out, like blocking feelings, blocking emotions. I can put I can change my mood pretty quickly, so it's like I'm always in a good mood, and then I'll have the odd day where it's just like I'll be up and up, and I'll have a big crash, and then the next day I'll be up and it'll carry on and things like that. So yeah, I work a bit differently, but I am more impulsive, whereas she is a lot more organised than I am. I am not very organised, even down to, like, working now and doing this channel. I can be better organised in getting it done, but I'm not. I'm a very last minute sort of person, and she hates it sometimes. She really does, but she married me, so that's tough. But guys, listen, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I do upload daily, and if you have any other suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Until the next time, take it easy. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Be kind. See you in the next one.